The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hello all. Katrina, you want to go over the disclaimer?
Hello, everybody. This is the website disclaimer. I just want to let you know that I like to say blah, 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 blah. But the law wants you to know that you must be 18 years and older to contact me or to be on the show. If you have your mother or father with you, and we have had some children on our show, I'm okay with that. I just got to let you know that I am not liable, and the rest of it is that this is entertainment purposes only. But if you are forever friends, you know it's more than entertainment. So we just wanted to keep up with the law. I believe that takes care of that information, and testimonials right here that it is your opinions. However, the experiences are personal, and this is something that we will never, ever exploit you in any way. But I love my forever friends. I got updates about our forever friends, and these are just ones that just came in. First of all, I want everybody to know I cannot do this without my team. Tiffany, which has the beautiful artwork, all of the intro, anything that you see that has to do with that's coming from Tiff, and I love you, girl. Thank you so much. Plus, she has her own personal connection to spirit, and the more and more that my girls are working together, I believe that they're finding it. I know that even what's her name brought herself out of there, Kandi, but Kandi's also spiritual. Her wife is spiritual. We all are. Once we get in that awareness state,
yep,
you can't turn it off. You can ignore it. I'm real good at doing that. But I just want people to know that once you got it turned on, it doesn't go nowhere, and it just progresses as you go. It's being able to just ignore it, to close it down, shut it down in a way of quieting it.
Right.
And I think that most of all is the rapport that you have with spirit. You set the boundaries, you set the time, you even set your own dialect. I always want people to know that you're not going in this trying to learn their way. They have to communicate so you can understand them. And that's being the interpreter. So that's the part I love most. Well, I have something that I wanted to share. One of my forever friends from a couple of years ago contacted me. In fact, she even put it on my testimonials. And by the way, every one of them are special and personal to me. And for you to put it on my page, that just makes me feel so awesome. And it was stating how all of the doctors had told her that a cornea transplant. I did not know in any way going into the reading what her troubles were until we got into the reading, because heaven always knows. And I didn't know exactly what was wrong with her eyes, but I just felt them touching. Basically, I don't remember everything except for what she told me. And then the key here is that she was told that the cornea would not be a candidate for her. And her reading told her to do it, that she would be pleasantly surprised. It took her a year, I believe, is what she stated. And I might be paraphrasing, but it was this week, guys. This week, she went and had some stitches taken out one by one. And she stated that she's got a 20/60 in her eye. Wow.
You've done that so many times.
No, I didn't do it, Tiff.
Well, you know what I'm saying. You know what I mean.
I just was the radio. Just the radio. I wanted to share something else, another miracle. I was invited to a Forever Friends. This is my second time. She had 300 invites. I did not do readings for 300 people, but if you're in an area with so many, there's people there. They brought spirit with them. Anyways, there was two. To me, I felt like they were teens, but I'm going to say that they must have been 21, not must have, or whatever the direction may be, because they were drinking. There were several misbelievers there, hecklers a little bit. However, I need to explain this to people. First of all, I knew that they were almost they should have been dead in this accident. They flipped. There was fire, there was water, and it had to be with drinking and driving. Not had to be, it was. They acknowledged that. But guys, with such a horrific accident, I'm pretty sure each of you are just thinking in your mind, probably Tiffany, because she's seen several of them. She's witnessed these. You probably are thinking the horrificness of these two girls, what they had to gone through, their bodies, the lacerations, broken bones,
the banging around, the tumbling. I know. Yes.
Anybody, but guess what? I think it was mother or grandmother. It's hard for me to remember, but she showed me her holding them from the shoulders up and protecting them during this moment. And I'm going, I know this is ludicrous. These girls should have been hurt, but I'm going to tell you, I would say that you came out with nothing on your face. You were just diddly doo-doo. There's nothing there, because I see that she saved you. And they're all looking at themselves. Everybody's looking at, and apparently it was like a very recent incident.
Okay.
So, and they were nothing. I mean, no bruises, no nothing. I just, and there was no more disbelief.
Right. Because they knew for sure.
Because if you were fake, you would have went, and you went through this, but yet you were alive. I'm telling you, there wasn't a mark on them.
Right.
Those are miracles.
Yes. And
and to walk away and know. And it's so much better when these people are experiencing these for themselves. That's why I said I have to put a disclaimer out stating that this is for entertainment purposes only. But babe, these are so intense. And I have a young lady that is waiting to talk to us. And I'm hoping that we give her just as much validation and confirmation, because I feel like she's hurting right now. And, to know that the words you're hearing is true, real, and angelic might help. So that's what we're doing, guys. There's a link in the in comments. If you want to be back here, join us with Amber. Hi, Amber.
Hi.
How are you?
I've been better, but I'm okay. A big thank you to Tiffany for everything she's done for me.
You know what? I have to say those same darn words, Amber.
She's my angel.
Isn't she? She's a fantastic young lady.
She's amazing. She's the best person in my life.
So let's get, now I know that prior, I automatically have a male figure that is stepping up to assist you. Please know that when I do this, I don't go with names. I don't know people's names, but I do go with the way that they feel and the love that they have. So naturally, I felt like it was a dad. Now, I'm known that your dad is here on the planet, it's not spirit form. But that means that there's got to be a man that you considered like a dad that loves you, that is on the other side, and that is the person and he has a darker complexion to his skin. Either he would be out with a tan, or that I would go with maybe Italian, Hispanic,
it would either be my grandpa, whose name is Alvin, or my uncle, that his name was Eddie.
Guess what? Uncle Eddie did show up, but it is your grandfather that came in that was original when I spoke with Tiffany. And
Wow.
he shares with me
I never even met my grandfather in real life, so that's really crazy.
I love that. I love it when it's the ones that you didn't even know that is the ones that are there to, man, no offense, but my panel is popping up, and I love that because that means that people are they're feeling it. And Amber, I want to let you know that when he shares with me being around you, he's going to the lower part of your body. It's almost like I'm going from your waist to the knees. I don't know if that makes any sense, but it appears that they're. So are we having an upset stomach or
I have a large hernia on the right side, so I have a lot of things going on, but recently I've had a Charcot repair done on my foot, and then while that was repairing, I was in a car accident, and now my collarbone is broken.
Oh my goodness.
So yeah, that's why I'm very grateful for Tiffany right now, because she's feeding me, wiping me, caring for me, and just heaven needs to know that she deserves everything good in her life.
I get it. I know exactly what you mean. But you know what, Amber?
And we're so connected. Like she feels what I feel. Like we can, like she'll say something that I was just about to say to her. Like we're connected. It's a real thing.
Tiffany is an extreme empath, not to mention a awesome human being.
Awesome.
So I don't doubt it. And they know how she's taped. But, you also got to understand that you're pretty damn fantastic, too. And that's the reason why Tiffany was put in there in your they're not wasting that. So it's not just one set here that is deserving the grace. Amber, you did, too.
Thank you.
So these are just to put in your path to know that you deserve it. This is just a little short stop, and before you know it, you're going to be going full force into all the things that you want to do. They're just little steps. Okay, it's not the end.
So things will get better.
Is going to get better. And it's very interesting because I feel like there is some kind of supplement income that you have been waiting on, and it's going to
unemployment.
Holy shit. Okay. I knew it was a supplement. I see it coming through, and I want to let you know.
You're good, girl.
3. So I feel like it's going to be either within 3 days or it's going to be within 3 weeks, but I get the 3. So this is going to be a step forward.
That's helpful. Thank you. And you had no idea about that. So for people that are skeptical, she had no idea that I had anything I was waiting for.
No, Grandpa does. And you know what? Your uncle is so funny. He's the kind of guy that
he's so funny.
He's like
he's gay. He's flamboyant. He's always been so accepting of everyone in the family. He was my mom's first husband, and then he came out gay. And he's just always been there for our family. So when I was growing up, he was our uncle. He lived here in Vegas with us. And I remember when me and my husband first got together, we were waiting for our first apartment to be ready. And he let us stay with him for like 3 weeks when we were waiting for our apartment.
As you were talking, he was putting in so many different things. It's he showed me like braiding hair during the time that you were talking. So was there a moment that you had braided his hair? Or
Tiffany braids my hair.
I just saw this being braided.
And Tiffany braids, but I don't braid, but I always watch her braid.
I've been braiding her hair, and it's it's a special moment every time she breaks it down. Every time and tells me thank you. So that's probably what.
It's so interesting because your uncle is also showing me that he has a braid coming off of just this much of hair on his chin. It's very cute. and groomed. So I just want to let you know that he said that he was right there with you while this was occurring. And during this time, it's almost like you're drinking out of a plastic cup, like a plastic cup, Tupperware cup of.
Yeah, I have a purple cup that I keep filling up with ice water.
Girl, you're not
Wow.
alone. That's all that I need to know. This is
You
not
didn't
me.
have any idea. I can't believe how good you are.
No,
Wow.
I'm not. I just want you to know that it's not me, Amber. You are not alone. The time that you feel it, and they're helping you heal. You got your angels with you, and I'm just relaying it to you. So I'm not that good. I just got the right receptor in the right area. Now, is there a little boy? I want to let you know, Amber, and this might be a little bit sensitive, but I feel like you had lost a child because I want to let you know that they're telling me that he is okay.
I didn't lose a child. I only have one living daughter, and I haven't ever had a miscarriage or anything. But I'm trying to think.
This
There's
definitely
maybe my nephew, maybe a nephew, because both of my sisters, they've had miscarriages.
Did your mom ever tell you that there was a boy or there was a loss? But Amber, I'm being shown that it's you, so I want to let you know. Let me explain that what your grandfather's sharing with me. Okay. I believe that it was before the did you ever see the movie Heaven is Real, and the brother saw his sister in heaven, and he saw her in the age that she would have been. Now, I want to share with you the time that I am being told. I believe this little boy would have been to your family prior to your daughter. And this little boy looks like he would be in the 10 or 11-year-old age. And he's sharing with me that it was a moment of, I feel like you might have had a rough period that time.
I've had a rough life.
I just want to let you know that this baby boy hangs around. I believe that he talks with your daughter. She may even have a conversation. So I just want to let you know that, and it was interesting that the age that I shared with you kind of seems like
right age. That's the right
she's
age.
9. She's 9.
Yeah. And it was before her. So that moment when you had that rough moment and time, it's those moments that you were not aware that it had occurred.
Wow.
And it might even have been a time where you were like, ooh, I'm a little late. And then it happened and you just forgot. But there was and I believe the reason why I'm supposed to tell you, Amber, is because you think that you can't have, that it's something about you can't have children or it's super hard. I just want to let you know that.
I just feel like with all my medical problems, it would be problematic for me to try to have another kid because I'm not healthy right now. I have multiple broken bones.
Absolutely.
And, I don't want to cause myself any more problems.
Just wanted to let you know that there was one there.
Okay.
That's what he wants you to know. So it goes way back then.
I'll have to really think about the past and see if there was a time at that time where I wasn't feeling well and didn't really realize.
It goes back a long time.
Because I found out I was pregnant but not feeling well. I didn't know I was pregnant with my daughter. I was having a gallbladder attack, and that's how I found out I was pregnant with her. So
it is very plausible. Very plausible.
Yeah.
I'm only relaying the message. I'm not forcing you a memory. I'm just stating that it's very interesting.
Wow, that's interesting. Something that I wouldn't even know. That's crazy.
And another part that I love about it is that you said you had a hard life. It's also sharing with you that he's been with you even back then. That's another thing that you gotta keep up. So the message has lots of meanings to it, Amber. So all of your hard work and bad life is not going with someone not being with you.
Okay.
Okay. You're a forever friend.
Forever.
Thank you. See you later,
Thank you,
Amber.
Katrina.
Things
See
will
you
be
later.
coming.
Thank
Your
you.
money will be coming soon.
Thank you. I'll let Tiff know what time frame that is so you'll know.
I would love that. I love post updates.
Thank you for the encouragement to know that brightness is coming.
You're
Because
welcome.
sometimes when you're in a rough situation, it's hard to see the light. But I
It's
try.
true reason. That is why your grandfather and your uncle came in to let you know that all those times of you being and it being hard, what did you do? You weren't alone. You weren't alone. That's why you're still here. Okay, Amber. So keep going, babe.
Thank you, Trina.
You have a great day, sweetheart.
You too. Thank you. Have a good show.
Thank you. Thank you, Tiffany, for bringing Amber on.
Of course. I was
We are
back there crying like a baby.
My panel is on fire down here. By any chance, do we have a couple of things? I do, because I say that this helps. So comments. Let me see. We have a Dawn. Hello. Karyn, you got around. Oh my goodness. I did. Karyn's our other girl that is lurking in the background and make sure that you guys are honest. But my forever friends are awesome. Katrina. It feels weird saying the same name. Anna, Christina at her house. We have, let me see what else we got. We got Stacy Garcia. Hello. I know we got some questions that we're going to ask. I would like to answer them. Just want to give us Sandy, and I know that she's in there. Chandra's in there. Chandra is she goes way back to everybody. So, and Christine, I know my girl over there. So, and we got a new girl, Jalen, and a breeze. Okay, so let's go and answer some questions into chat room. And then
yes, ma'am. Christy Dodson says, I would love to know if my mom has anything to tell me and if my horse BJ is with her.
Your horse BJ is back here. I just want to let you know that I see this being a rebirth, a reincarnation. Now, as for mom, she said the first thing that you need to know is that this is good, baby girl. So she wants you to know not to be sad that your horse has decided to come back and be reincarnated. Another thing that I have for you is I feel like the rut that you've been in is starting to break away. I kind of feel like things are going to not be as hard as it's been. Well, all of us have it hard. So I'm not saying that yours is any more harder than the rest, but I think that I see an open door coming in and that it's going to be less hard for you. Less hard for you.
All right. Shelly and Richie King wants to know if her mom visits her.
Yes, absolutely. Nobody stays away. You'd be surprised how they're all around constantly. And Shelly, the things that your mom shares with me, I feel like there's sense. When your mother's around, I think that there's familiar sense, whether or not it's something that you're cooking or you've went somewhere that has her perfume. I just feel like familiarity. Anytime that you smell something that reminds you of your mom, girl, she's there for sure. Definitely. I just want to give you all aspects. Everybody. They're not.
Absolutely.
Yeah, they're not.
Terry. We have several folks in our back room, Katrina. Let me bring up Kristen Clark. She's been waiting a little bit to chat with you.
Hi, Kristen. I love you, girl. Hi. And I want to let you know that your mommy tells me that you did the right thing. Do you understand what this means? It's almost like you just, you cut it. I'm glad you did. That is, and this is a male. This is a male that you dropped off. And you know what? You did the right thing. So the next thing that your mom is doing this. I can't really hear you, Christine. So you're on mute. It's not on mute, but I can't hear you. But your mom's doing them in a little small little. Ooh, I'm so glad. So you must have put on a little show when that happened. I love that. I want you to know that this is the beginning of taking charge of your destiny. And one of those things is taking charge of your body. And those are one of the things that I think that was part of this decision that you had to make. I just want to let you know that this is how your mom shared it. So once you've taken charge of what feels good for Christine, you are on the road of self-discovery. You are on the road of knowing what path and what feels good. And if it doesn't, hit the road, Jack.
That was one of my main questions because, sometimes you feel so guilty, and I've been battling with that decision, and it's been making me feel less of a woman. And because my mom's not here for me to talk to her about it, like in person, it's hard for me to know if I'm making the right path, making the right choice, because she raised me to think that you can make it without a man.
That's right.
I'm doing good. But the connection that we had, it just made me think, was I making the right decision, or was I too hasty?
You were not too hasty because you have requested this before out of him. That's what she said. So that tells me, Christine, that this wasn't an issue that just developed. It was an issue that you were asking for him to make changes, and he did not. So you did your part several times, and I'm proud of how grown up and how you took charge of Christine's happiness. That's growing up, baby girl. And that would make any mother proud.
Because I honestly, and I really wanted to ask her this because I haven't had kids yet, and I don't know if she's disappointed in me.
No disappointment whatsoever. You got children in your future coming, girl. I want to let you know that it wasn't until my 30s that I was given my babies. And if anybody sees Facebook, my baby, the littlest one, 6'3", graduated. And I am the most proudest mom ever. I wanted to be one forever. I was angry at God for not giving, because I did everything I was supposed to do. I just didn't have a baby's coming to. I was mad and angry and upset and disappointed in all things. And I wasn't. I thought I was going to be a bad mom or whatever, but it just wasn't the time. And I have the best babies ever. I love them. And I'm being shown that you're going to be a mother, Christine. And when the right one comes, there's no doubt in my mind. And it's very interesting because she tells me that you already dream about your babies. Don't tell me. I already know you do. And it has a baby boy first. Can you please confirm that you see yourself with a baby boy first?
Yes, I do.
Wait a minute. I'm coming over here because this is. I'm on fire, Bill. I'm on fire. It's her. I would not know that without it.
So she's still there. Like I feel like sometimes she's not.
She is. You got to remember, energy's different. Do you always feel the static electricity in the carpet?
Yeah.
No, I don't always feel the static electricity in the carpet. It just depends on if you've got the right shoes on and you develop static electricity and click on stuff. But you can walk over carpet and touch something and not always have an electrical charge. But the carpet's still there. It has to have the right energy production. And she knows And that includes Chandra's, Jan, Kandi, Tiffany's, every single person that's watching. And by the way, 33 people, that makes me happy that we got 33 people watching. You got people watching you too. I wouldn't know these things if they weren't in your presence. I'm not at your presence. I got every intention to come and meet Mrs. Clark in Canada. However, I have not, and you have not shared with me your 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 dreams of what child, and the direction, because your mom's with you, Christine. You're not by yourself, girl. All the things that I know about you is because your mom knows all those about you.
She
And I
embarrasses
hope
me all the time.
I was going to talk about the underwear. I was, but we were going to say that's a mom. I still tell things to my boys about things. I get that. But the key here on anybody that walks away as being my forever friend and says, how did you know that? I didn't. Your loved ones know it, which means they are with you, whether you feel it or not.
Okay. Because she probably know I was feeling kind of alone.
Definitely. Those
She
are when
knows
they're
it.
there the most. They're picking us up. They're letting us know, and we're not going alone. You just need me to tell you what she's saying, but she knows everything what you're saying. She knows
Well,
everything you're feeling.
tell her I'm doing my best to make her proud.
She knows that. And Christine, I saw that you pulled out a notebook and started writing again. I see black ink, and I also see like the end of it blue. I don't know why. So I feel like the last entry might be in a blue ink.
Let me show you. Hold on. It's my notebook.
Your mama is on fire. There it is. I love it. Please know these are them. So important.
Oh, I'm
So
gonna cry.
important.
I feel so
Your
much better.
You should feel better because she's there. And I'm glad that you contact me. I'm glad that you, because it's just to remind you. And I'm hearing so much feedback with spirit. I'm hoping in the recording, we're going to pull that stuff up. Your mom is letting you know how much she loves you, baby girl.
Tell her I love her too, and I miss her, and I'm gonna continue to do my best to make her proud.
You are, and just being you makes her a proud mother. Do you understand that? And
Yes,
girl,
ma'am.
you got her nose, you got the lines that she has, you got all of this. You just right down to the button. And I want to let you know that even the teeth, you guys have that
Yeah.
same roundness. Everything is your mom, and you are not disappointing her one bit. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Love you, girl. Always do.
Love you too.
Bye, sweetie. Woo, that was good.
That was very good. We have about 6 or 7 questions, and we have 3 folks in the back room still. What would you like to do first?
Go ahead and give me some questions, and then we'll get another girl get another one on our panelists.
All right. I have Leroy. Leroy says, I did an EV session the other day asking my brother if it was weird being on a different plane and captured a female saying yes. Would you happen to know who the female was?
Okay. The first thing that I get when it comes to the female, it's not your mom, it's your aunt. The funny one. So I just want to let you know that is the female voice that I get, Leroy. And I love that they say it's yes, because it takes a minute for you to realize that you could be in one place and be in another one by just a thought, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I love that you asked that question, Leroy. I love you, and he always comes up with the right questions. That is a really good thing to ask Spirit. How weird is it? Pretty good.
That's cool.
And I love that he got the answer because it is weird.
Christy, who you had answered a question before, she said her horse has come through to you before. and she appreciates your message.
And look at how now he's being reincarnated. So I just want to let you know that wherever oh, isn't this a time for babies to be born too? That is so cool.
Colts, yeah.
I love that. I love that we had it once. Okay.
And I understand when I put this one up here that you are not a psychic. This nice lady says that she lost a daughter in 2020 and her other daughter attempted suicide. She just let a man in her life. Is he fake?
Okay. I can only give you what I have. And I first want to indicate I am not a psychic in no way. I get everything from up above. And the first thing that I need to know broke in 2020 is that I feel like the warning signs are already there. I can't say that the person is being fake because I feel like there's some warning signs that you are overlooking. I kind of feel like this person may be a little bit more concerned about their self than being a 50-50 situation. And I think that you are making maybe some of the excuses that come up is because of work or other things happening. I just feel like those seem to be more on one side than the other. And if you can confirm this as you are listening, then I have to state that the only way for you to be real for yourself is, first of all, know that you have got to see those warning signs. And I'm not going to say that there's a possibility that if you talk to them that you can make that work better. You might have already done that. And if that's the case, then it's not going to be less pain for you. I hope that helps. That concerns me.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Okay, we have Jalen. I'm not sure she's still here. Jalen, can you hear us?
No, Jalen?
No, Jalen. Okay, but I do have Breeze.
Breeze. Oh, I said Bryce, I think is how I said. Hi, Bree.
Yeah, it's Bryce. Hello.
Oh, it is Bryce. Okay. How are you doing? Thank you so much for joining us. The first thing that I'm getting, I feel like you're asking for assistance on something that is happening. There's a young man. There's a young man that I feel that I feel there was going to be a union, but I feel like you still consider him as your husband. Does this make sense?
Yes, very accurate.
So that means that I want to let you know that he considers it, and I know that you do, but I also want you to know that there's going to be a time where you need to know that you need to go forward of he's going to bring the right person into your life. And I kind of feel like that person has stepped into your life right now. It's going to be a slow situation, but I feel like it's starting with a friendship kind of relationship. And I feel like it's this, and the fellow that is in front of me, he's not much taller than you. When I see that he stands beside you, I'm going to say like about this much is what I see him behind you, like this. It's only about like this much difference in the tallness that I'm seeing, but he is mighty, and like your superhero. I just want you to know that this is, and I'm supposed to tell you that there was no pain.
Okay. I'm glad.
something must be going in your head that you needed to know this and he needs you to know, or otherwise he wouldn't have told me to tell you. Another thing is that there is something that looks like it's white and it has writing on it. So by any chance, do you have like a poem or something that is on a white background that is associated with your husband?
No, but I write my dreams on my notepad, and the background is white. If that's considered.
Okay, I just saw this. And if you are writing your things down, are you also writing them in the format of kind of like in the center? I don't know. It feels like you are. Doesn't look like a letter that is off to the left. It almost feels like you keep everything in this paragraph in the center.
That's right.
Yay. And once again, that's not me being there. This is your hero, your man, the person that is always going to be your angel. And the way you dedicate things, he wants to let you know that he's there. He loves you. I know that you held his hand. There's something to do with you holding that hand. And it's very interesting. I feel like it's my left one being held. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah, I held his hand, left hand.
Thank you. When I feel that, I like to let you know that he wants you to know that he felt that he was there in a different form. It's not like it was in consciousness. It was in spirit form. Does that make sense to you? Yeah. And during this time when you held that, I also know that you had went over with your left hand over the side of the body. It's almost like you crossed over the body. Do you remember that?
Yes.
These are moments of letting you know that that time that you were sharing with him, he wants you to know that it wasn't unsaid, it wasn't unheard. Do you understand that?
Yeah.
And these are going to be ways of being able to push you in the right direction, because he told me that he needs to always keep he's your cheering section, and that he always wanted to keep your mood up, and that, you're his hero, babe.
Thank you. Oh my God.
Okay.
Thank
Is there
you.
anything that you want to ask me prior to us going? I just want you to know how much he loves you. And I could say that 1,000 times, but I didn't know you. This is the first time I saw you down there. And this is him stepping in to let you know. So when you walk away, he loves you too, without a doubt.
Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, just what I needed. It's been very recent, and Diana told me that you can help. So I haven't really felt him since he passed, just in my dream. So I'm always asking him to give me signs, but yeah, I just can't feel him. So thank you.
And it's so interesting. I want to tell you something, Bree. Are you a girl that throughout the night you fluff up your pillow?
Yeah.
Because that's exactly what he's sharing with me. I'm not. I have like 8 pillows with me, but he's sharing me. It's like you're fluffing it, not just turning it around. He's with you every minute.
Oh,
and that's not stopping him from being where he needs to be. I just want you to know that you're not stopping him from going to heaven. You're not stopping all these. You're not keeping him from his afterworld. You are his world. And so now you got a special angel with you.
Thank you so much. Does he hear me though?
Always. He hears every bit that you say.
Absolutely.
Okay. Well, thank you.
Even
Thank
when
you
you
so much.
snore, he said, even when you're snoring, he hears it.
Okay. Well, thank you so much.
You're my forever friend. I'm so glad.
Forever friend.
You said that Deanna told you. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I'm so happy that she sent, because forever friends need to tell their experiences and bring them over. Let you have a connection.
Yep. Thank you so much.
Love that. Love you too.
Thank you very much.
Bye,
all right.
sweetheart. And I want it. Where is it? Oh, here we go. Tiffany's going to get mad she put it up there. I love that.
Well, I do want to apologize to her for mispronouncing her name. So I'm very, very sorry about that.
Can you believe that I got it right? I can't. so much.
Right.
All right, we still have a couple more ladies backstage. I'd like to bring Chandra up and do that, and then hit some more questions.
Okay.
Okay,
Hi,
fantastic.
Hey, Katrina.
Elvis, that's my favorite. I love me some Elvis Presley. You know, I've met him. I met him in person, in spirit.
Wow.
Yes, yes.
You know, I was in love with him when I was a little girl, but he died before I was born. But I was in love with him, and I was going to marry him. And one day, my dad was watching a documentary, and I argued with the TV that Fat Elvis wasn't Elvis, and my dad laughed at me. And then it talked about him dying, and I just bawled, like my heart broke in a million pieces. And my dad didn't know what to do but laugh at me.
It's
But
amazing. He is a legend. You know,
Mhm.
some can and some can't. I've met him because of loved ones loving them, and they even went and was buried in their blue suede shoes. You know,
Oh,
right. So, what can I help you with, Chandra?
well, today's my dad's birthday, and
And you know what he said?
what?
Damn, girl, you don't got to tell everybody. That's exactly what I just heard. So I just want to let you know, I got a feeling that he didn't really care for his birthdays and or whatever that. Oh, I just noticed that it was Deanna Douglas McKee that told the other girl to come up. Now I know which Deanna. I want to let you know that he's partying. He's having him a little good old and he said that he's doing it slowly, Chandra. He's not taking it hard.
Understandable.
He's taking it slowly. But it's very interesting. That's not the only person that's stepping up. And I do know that your husband had passed away. And so there's no doubt that he's here. I want to let you know, Chandra, that I do know that you got a sister. She's got dark hair. Please let her know that I kind of feel like she might have even sang a song to him today for his birthday. It's very interesting.
Well, you know, they were friends, so I mean that would make sense. And then, you know, we have the same father too, so.
Well,
You know,
that's what
yeah.
I was talking about your dad saying this about your sister. I
Yeah.
apologize. I didn't make that clear. I met your father, so I think that your sister had maybe sang a song for him, or
Maybe.
was in here, you know, thinking
Right.
of happy birthday because he wants her to know that and she's not here.
Right.
And Chandra's sister has been on here before, and I know that she's got black hair. So I can't say, but I want her to know that he heard her, and she needs to know that.
I will definitely let her know. I definitely will. I know she made a post this morning. So yeah. I haven't talked to her today. Like I haven't talked to her in a couple of weeks actually. We're bad sisters.
No, you know, that's the best kind. I think I got my best friends, and time goes by, and you don't have to be on there constantly. I hate needy. You know,
Right.
when my best friend and Rody and I are good friends, but my best friend when I was 18, sometimes a month might go by or a couple before we, and that's okay because we're on the phone for 3 and 4 hours after that. Like no time goes by, and that's what's important. You know, life gets in the way.
Yeah. Well, I do have a question.
Sure. I was waiting for it.
We found something this morning, or I guess this afternoon, and I was wondering who was that from?
It's not your dad or your ex-husband. It is not. It's somebody that your daughter has picked up.
That concerns me.
Well, I've given you in private about that. You've made your decision. I can't change that, but this is confirmation. She did. It's somebody that, and it's interesting because what I'm worried about is that I have not a happy-go-lucky spirit. I got a sad, lonely spirit, and that could be deliberating to your daughter.
Yep.
So the only way is to close the door, like I was stating. Otherwise, I can't help you, Chandra.
I can't close the door because she won't.
And so it now is just having to deal with it constantly, having to cleanse. Unfortunately, I would have to say that it might be a child decision to allow her to continue, because it's just going to be a magnet. I know that I feel like she welcomes it, but the problem of it is that she can't choose what's being attracted, and that's worries me.
Right. Yeah, me too. And unfortunately, like I said, she's 16. So, I mean, I can say till I'm blue in the face.
Right.
But I'm not.
The only thing is that I see a 16 body, Chandra, but no offense, I see a mindset and a lower, younger person.
100%. She's on the autism spectrum, so you know.
Oh, okay. See, I did not know that.
Both my kids are,
and that also is a magnet. Yeah. But also sometimes, you know, you might just need to just do it anyway. So. Right. So, but that's what I'm getting. So if you start feeling a little the depressions or the why something should be, especially your daughter, closing up and being in her room more, or closing off, and
she's always in her room.
Or these might be things that you might want to step in and make it every hour or so, just step in and be like, hey, what you doing? And that can interrupt what is surrounding her. Right. That's about the closest that I can try to help. Well,
she did tell me she felt a darker presence last night, and that's why.
Well, anytime that you have depression and sadness, that that goes into where it's associated with darkness.
Right. So, but I definitely plan on doing a sage cleanse this evening before bedtime. I prefer to do it before bed because it clears out the air and it makes it easier to sleep.
It is. And make sure to go in a counterclockwise so you can get rid of negative. Okay. Is there any other questions I might be able to help out?
That's it, sweetheart.
You know I love you.
I love you too, girl.
Good going, girl. Good going. And just do that constantly. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. We got 6-7 minutes. I want to get the last two that is down there as quickly as I can. And first, let's get a couple of questions that might be up there, and then we can get Ashley Dickinson, and then we'll hurry up and get Sandy and her mommy in.
Yes, ma'am. Danica wants to know if she did right by her father.
Did I do right by my daddy? Girl, there's nothing that you can't do for your father. You're his baby girl. I see the slapping on the knee, and I want you to know that everything that you did made him proud. And in particular, it's very interesting. I kind of feel like you spoke. I can hear words coming from you. So I hope that makes some sense to you. I feel like you spoke for your dad, or you stood up to speak for your dad. It just feels like it's something that came out your mouth, and he is super proud of you. Okay.
All right. Bambi says she'd love to hear from her grandfather, her pops. She also said that they wanted to move to this new house 2 years ago, and she's pretty sure there's a spirit there.
It's pops. I just want the whole sentence goes right into the same thing as being. So I really do believe that if you moved, it would have been in the time frame that he had crossed, or he had already crossed and then you had moved. It does not see. I don't feel like it was where you moved and then he crossed. And I hope that because that's the person that you're hearing. And it's very interesting because I feel like it's a noisy. It's one that you're hearing sounds. I feel like it is things that have to do with your ears and hearing, maybe even words, like somebody trying to, the way your pop says, clearing his throat before, he makes and talks. So I hope that helps. So that way you don't feel like you're infested with anything evil, because I don't see that, Bambi. Hope that helps. Woo,
right.
we are doing good.
Okay, last one. Christy Fisher wanted to know if there were any messages from any of her loved ones.
Christy, the first thing that I'm getting, I got my eyes closed, but for some reason I feel like you're overdue for an eye exam. Or you need to go and get your eyes tested. It just feels like, I feel like at night you're noticing some areas that might not be as crisp. So I feel like it's time for you to go and get your eyes tested. I hope that makes some sense to you, Christy. And I know you got fake glasses on that look like it was and I want people to know that when they see it, oh, it's just because she's, no, I knew they were fake, but I feel like you need them.
You had talked to Broken 2020. She had one other question. She wanted to know if her daughter China had a specific message for her.
I'm sorry I had stepped over off of that. If you'd like to get a reading with me, I would want everyone to know that you can have a private session. This is how I pay my bills, and they're going up just like everybody else's. I have 15-minute, 30-minute, and 1-hour sessions. You are welcome to use those in any way that you want. How many people you want to speak to is limited to 1, 2, or 3. Or the same person. So please know that. I hope that can answer your question. Once I moved over, all the people are already gone. Yep. Ashley Dickinson. Let's get her in.
Let's hope she's still here. Ashley, did we lose you? Are you there? Okay, Ashley, if you can hear me, there she is. Did she come back? There we go.
Hi, Ashley. What can I help you with?
I don't know. My best friend passed away a few years ago, and life's just been hectic ever since I lost my children and everything. So I just didn't know if there was any things she had to say, or it's just been kind of a crazy ride.
When I get this, when you ask for your best friend to step in, I got a person with a personality that's very big, and also in the lines of, I would say, is like a tomboy type of personality. Does that make sense to you? And she shares with me something about the back. Is there something that you girls had decided that you might have put a tattoo on your rear end, or are you talking about getting one on the rear end or the hip?
I got a tattoo after she passed. I got a few of them, a couple of them in Maria Put, but I just got like what they call a tramp stamp that says "crazy bitch." Excuse my language.
That's okay. Please know, I know you got tattoos because they're right there, but it's because it was a specific area that she was sharing with me. That's why I wanted to bring that to you.
A big tattoo on her side, and I had duplicated it and put it on my ankle.
Okay. I knew that it had something to do with the two of you girls and the areas that so please know, I would not know this. And Ashley, I don't know you. We've never talked before, have we?
Nope, I'm new here.
Okay, thanks. And I'm so happy that you're new. I just want to confirm that. I don't remember names, but she's with you. Now, is there a boy, when you said children, is there a boy that might have been more of the older of your group of the children?
No, I have all girls.
Okay. There's a boy that's with them. So are the kids with, do they have a cousin, or is there, are they with someone that there's a boy with your girls?
I think the foster parents have a son.
I want to let you know that this child is being really good to your girls. He's befriending them, helping them through. So the only reason I feel like she brought it up is because this one looks to be older than the rest of them. And that's why I said that there was a boy amongst them.
I know that their kids are younger than mine, so I'm not sure.
Okay, so that notice that I had to bring that up. Is there a male figure like a dad or brother that is older than these girls that are taking care of them?
I don't really know. They're in a foster home, and I haven't got to have any contact in a while. I'm still fighting the process.
Okay. Thank you. So you wouldn't know that, but you will soon. I just want you to know that these children are in good hands until things work out and you get. I feel like you're going to be having to go through a program, Ashley. I do.
I've been and they terminated my rights. I actually appealed it, and I've been waiting for the answer back from my appeal, and it's taking longer than normal. So I've been like really freaking out. Like I just hope that I won my appeal.
I see that you will get. I feel your children. But Ashley, you're asking, are they okay? And the persons that are taking care of, I feel like the male would be young, so I don't think that there's going to be like a grandpa or anyone in their 30s or 40s. I think 30s to younger, I feel, is in your children's life. That's what your friend is sharing with me, and they are being taken care of in really good way.
The foster parents are actually my age, and I'm 28, so
I love that you can at least you can confirm that, because she wants you to know. And if they're not going to be in your hands, to know that they're being in the right hands should give you a little bit of a sigh of relief, Ashley. And then you will have your girls. Is there a big difference? It looks like they're like the first, your oldest, and then it looks like you had the next two almost very close together. Does that make sense?
Yeah, my two younger ones were born in the same year.
Okay, thank you. I wouldn't know this without her. So that gives you a little way of relief of knowing that your babies are in the right hands, because we all know that just because they're in foster care does not mean that they're in the right hands. So they are being taken care of. Okay. And I do see that things will, once this program gets taken over and this hump gets taken, then it's going to be a smooth sail. Okay.
I did have one question. So I got into a new relationship, and she would know, but it's kind of difficult, and I didn't know what her thoughts on it was, I guess.
Okay, Ashley, I am not psychic. And when it comes to people, when it has to do with their relationship, but the whole time that you were talking, Ashley, I was getting this from your friend. I don't feel like he's good for you. I don't think that it would be good for your, what is your true goal is your girls. I'm so sorry. I understand that it always is better to have a partner, but you're asking her, you're not asking me. And when you re-watch this, while you were talking, I was getting this the whole time. So I got to go with her. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
You are my forever friend.
Yeah.
Okay. I know you got a big road ahead of you, but you're strong. You're not by yourself. Wouldn't know this without her. And just keep doing what you need to do and stay focused on your babies. Okay. Woo! We are on fire. And I got one more before. It's going to be a quick one for Sandy.
Yes, ma'am. It is. I got one question I want to get out real quick. Deborah Hollingsworth said a very close friend passed away recently, and she wants to know if the celebration of life was what he wanted.
He said that you didn't even have to do a celebration of life, Deborah. I just want to let you know that this was to make you feel better, and that's okay with him. Every piece of it was fun, but you didn't even have to do that. He seems very simple, and extremely appreciative. So everything that you did was over the top, and you should be very proud of yourself. He loves you. Hi, Susan. Hello. Hey, mommy.
Hello. Hi. How are
How's
y'all
your
doing?
vacation? Doing fantastic. In fact, I'm going to take a nap and I'll be on the road at 3 a.m.
Oh my goodness.
Yes, I got a
Yeah, we're having a
17-hour
really great
drive.
That's a long drive.
It is. And what we got a dad that had a birthday. Whose birthday is it?
Huh?
Whose birthday is it?
My brain.
Oh, that was
her
my,
dad.
That was my dad.
I just want to let you know that this
Papa
is
Lee.
1967.
wow. I said I just want you to
died
know
in
that you're stepping up.
1967.
That's crazy.
Wow, my dad?
Yes.
Yeah, see, I told you needed a message.
It looks
What'd
like
he
you're out
say?
there.
Oh, we are. Look, I'll show you.
You're on your vacation finally.
Yes.
And I think if I was correct, the last time I talked to your mom, you were told to go on a vacation. So no wonder they're stepping up and letting you know. See, it's time to
Oh, they came over
relax.
there and dragged me out the house. Yeah.
I kidnapped her. We
Good
kidnapped
for
her.
you, Sandy. Good for you.
I'm an old in the mud. I like to stay in the house, take care of my dogs. Anyway.
It's one of those things that you need to get out and see things and know that they love you and that every experience is shared. You know, you're not by yourself.
Been on like a mini yacht. We've been eating in restaurants.
We've been having a beautiful
We've been,
vacay. I'll send you pics.
On the beach.
Yay. That is wonderful. And those are memories that you're going to carry forever. It's so important to make them and to share it with family.
Condominium on the 7th floor.
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah.
We're having a beautiful, he really surprised us. Yep.
See, that's what it takes. And I want to let you know that I don't see anything bad in any. I know that you always ask about the bad. I don't see any of those. So just go and enjoy your vacation.
Beautiful. You have anything for Ashley? Because she took off with her dad in the car.
No.
I do. I feel like Ashley's a little uptight right now. I feel like there might be some things that she's dwelling on or things that are not in her
Let me ask you this about Ash.
I just want to let you know that they're out of her control and that she just needs to let it roll off.
Okay, will do.
What about a medical for Ashley?
Medical, well, she doesn't do medical, blah, blah, blah.
Okay.
But she has migraines. They said anything?
I think her migraines has a lot to do with how she is uptight, the stress.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Yeah.
I'll tell her, but she said, ever since I've been a kid, I've had migraines. I said, I did a CT scan. I don't know what to tell you.
The thing of it is, and that sounds like an uptight person. That you just made exactly what you just said confirmed. And
yes.
I think that if she can let things roll off a little bit more, go with more of the stride, this will help with those headaches.
Okay. And she changed her job thing. Is that the good thing?
Yes.
Okay.
It's a good
That's
thing.
all we're checking out.
Okay.
I miss you, girl. I love y'all so much.
I'll be heading out in the morning. I got readings when I get home, and I'm hoping everybody that was watching, my new forever friends, I hope you guys come on over to my Katrina Spiritual Medium page. Sandy, I will be putting your post up. It's up there because we talk a lot, so I got to go.
You've been busy.
And I want to say, if anyone wants a connection with their loved ones or some guidance, please know the guidance come from the people that know you the most, love you the best, and is going to have your special interest in hand. And I just will relay that. And please share the video. Please like, subscribe.
Yeah, tell Papa Levy happy birthday, and tell Paula I'm sorry, happy birthday late.
No, you know they know all about it. We love you too,
We love
and
the connection.
Oh no. Oh no. Okay, so here we go. I love you guys. I think I lost them. And I'm going to go with ta-da.